Warm greetings from TNV Academy. Today in this session, we are going to discuss about what is an audit plan. Let me take you through the key learnings of this session. At the end of this session, you will be able to have a fair knowledge about what is an audit plan, benefits of audit plan, process of audit plan, types of audit plan, and the last one is what does an audit plan include. So let's begin our discussion and talk about what is an audit plan. An audit plan is a detailed plan that professionals create before performing an audit on a company or organization. This plan includes information about the standards the auditors aim to uphold while performing the audit. It also includes the specific procedures and policies that the auditors are to use to complete the audit. An audit plan also contains information about the scope of the audit, the name and other defining information about the company in question, the time frame over which the audit occurs, and the professionals in charge of the audit. Audit plans are comprehensive plans that professional auditors create to evaluate how a company performs and whether they are doing so in a manner that's ethical and efficient. Audit plan is a vital area of the audit, primarily conducted at the beginning of audit process to ensure that appropriate attention is devoted to important areas. Potential problems are promptly identified. Promptly defined, work is completed expeditiously and work is properly coordinated. Audit planning means developing a general strategy and a detailed approach for the expected nature, timing and extent of the audit. The auditor's plans to perform the audit in an efficient and timely manner. An audit plan is the specific guideline to be followed when conducting an audit. It helps the auditor obtain sufficient appropriate evidence for the circumstances, helps keep audit costs at a reasonable level, and helps avoid misunderstandings with the client. Audit planning includes establishing the overall strategy for the audit engagement with a particular focus on planned risk assessment procedures and responses to the identified risk of the material misstatement. It addresses the specifics of what, where, who, when and how. What are the audit objectives? Where will the audit be done? Which is scope. When will the audit occur? How long? How are the auditors? And the last one is, how will the audit be done? Let us now discuss the benefits of audit plan. The various benefits of audit plan are: it helps the auditors obtain sufficient appropriate evidence for the circumstances. It helps to keep audit cost at a reasonable level. It helps to avoid misunderstandings with the client. It helps to ensure that potential problems are promptly identified. It helps to know the scope of audit program by an auditor. It helps to carry out the audit work smoothly and in a well-defined manner. We will now take up the next point of discussion, which is process of audit plan. According to the International Standard of Auditing (ISA), an audit plan should be based on an overall audit strategy. The audit strategy must explain the scope, timing, and direction of the audit. In addition, strategy formulation depends on the features of audit engagement like its characteristics, reporting, objectives, auditors, professional judgment, the outcome of preliminary engagement activities, and the resources necessary to perform the audit engagement. According to ISA, in addition to client information, audit planning steps should contain this description for nature, timing, and extent of programmed further audit procedures at the assertion level. Other programmed audit procedures that are required to accomplish so that the engagement complies with professional standards. Let us now discuss the various types of an audit plan. Different types of audit programs include standardized audit programs, tailored audit programs, and compliance audit programs. Standardized audit programs, which are available for many different industries, can be used proactively to help an organization create its own internal compliance framework and internal audit program. For example, the International Federation of Accountants publishes financial audit standards called the International Standards on Auditing. A standardized audit program is different than a fixed audit program, which is defined as an audit program that cannot be changed during the course of an audit. Tailored audit programs are different from standardized audit programs in that they cater audit procedures to match specific needs of the auditing entity. These audit programs are tailored to reference specific areas such as business procedures, legal documents, and assets. By targeting these specific requirements through tailored audit programs, the company can more quickly identify potential compliance lapses and develop internal control to offset these vulnerabilities. A compliance audit program outlines how an organization will adhere to regulatory guidelines. The details of compliance audit program will vary depending upon factors such as whether an organization is a public or private company, what kind of data it handles, and if it transmits or stores sensitive financial data. For instance, Sarbanes-Oxley Act requirements state that electronic communication must be backed up and secured with disaster recovery infrastructure, while financial services companies that transmit credit card data are subject to Payment Card Industry Data Security Standard (PCI DSS) requirements. In the United States, publicly traded companies must report results of internal control audits to the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC). In each case, an organization's audit programs outlines how the company will maintain compliance with regulatory compliance rules. And finally, let us now discuss what does the audit plan includes. Typically, audit plans include several components that allow them to be as comprehensive as possible and address all needed topics. These components commonly include the following: extend the audit plan's risk assessment procedures, the nature of all procedures involved in the plan, the time frame for which the plan completes, nature of test of controls, nature of substantive procedures, time frame for test of controls, and the last one is time frame for substantive procedures. We have now come to the conclusion of this session. We will be really happy answering for your queries. If you have any questions regarding today's topic, so please put them in the comment section of the video and we will be really happy answering them. Till we meet next, it's best wishes from TNV Academy. Thank you.